This is the Omni audio experience. Arthur C. Clarke's Rescue Party. On the world once known as Earth, the fires were dying out. There was nothing left to burn. The great forests that had swept across the planet like a tidal wave with the passing of the cities were now no more than a glowing charcoal, and the smoke of their funeral pyres still stained the sky. The continents were dimly visible through the haze, but their outlines meant nothing to the watchers in the approaching ship. The charts they possessed were out of date by a dozen ice ages, but still they pressed on at maximum speed toward the dying planet.
Enter.
Captain?
Rogan, come in. I've been expecting you.
You're absolutely certain about this, Alvaron?
I've confirmed twice with base. I've even talked to the observatory at Kulath. They've made some additional calculations on their own.
Exactly what should I tell the crew?
I'll tell them. Oh, they should know that the ship has just made its last voyage.
Alvaron will be lucky to make it back to base on our own power.
I know.
The engines have been on maximum overload for over 60 hours. What does our time frame look like?
Well, we're just approaching atmosphere of the third planet now. According to Kulath, their sun will detonate in 5 hours with an uncertainty of 1 hour, which leaves us only 2 hours for a rescue.
Alvaron, how do they...
That's all we've got. When their sun explodes, it'll destroy 7 planets, and we've just found out there's a civilization on the third. It was only hours ago that Kulath discovered radio waves coming from the solar system.
And in 5 hours, it all ends.
Yes. There go Torkely and Orestron. They've each got a probe and a 3-man crew. They'll explore different parts of the planet.
But if they find a population down there...
We'll land and save who we can in what time we have left. But we leave in 2 hours with or without them.
Captain, we have visual contact with the planet.
I'll look at it here. Look at that.
Planet in its last hours. Look at the cloud patterns. The elements must be in turmoil. It's being baked alive by a sun about to become a dwarf star. And all we can do is wait.
Not necessary. Let's talk to Torkely. Galactic survey to probe 1. S9000 to probe 1. Do you read me?
This is Captain Alvaron to Commander Torkely. Do you hear me?
Captain, we hear you. The atmosphere is causing a lot of interference.
What do you see down there?
We're on the twilight side of the planet, just coming up on what looks like an inland sea with a city.
You have your orders, Torkely. Stay with your ship while your men explore and keep in constant contact with us. You have less than 2 hours. Alvaron out.
All right, Sinadri. I'm setting us down in the square near those flying machines.
The city looks fairly new, Torkely. Certainly within the last 3 or 4 centuries. Alakane, your race is among the youngest in the universe. What do you think?
Yes, Senator. I'd say the city is quite new. And this inland sea is also new. This race must have created it to support the populace. Do you agree, Polydor?
We agree, Alakane.
We?
You've never worked with a Paladorian before. They always say we because they have no personal identity. Palador's a cell, linked together mentally with other cells spread all over the galaxy. In fact, he really doesn't even have his own name.
We're setting down. Quickly, into the airlock.
Double check your suits and gear. I'm pressurizing.
We're all set.
Synodry, Alarcane, Palador. Good luck.
On my planet, there is no such thing as luck, good or bad.
I'm opening the door. Let's go.
Synodry. There are lights shining from some of the windows.
There are no apparent forms of life in the area. There's nothing moving.
Maybe not, but I believe we are being watched. Those are cameras on the roof, see? Some sort of vision cameras.
Then they must know we've come to rescue them.
Synodry, this is the largest building. We should begin here.
I agree. Let's... This door won't budge.
Some sort of locking mechanism.
It could take hours to get this door open.
We only have minutes, Alarcane. Commander Torkely, this is Synodry.
Go ahead.
We're unable to open the main door. Can you blast a hole in it from where you are?
I think so. Clear the area for 10 meters.
Quickly, get back.
It's a great hall of some kind.
Must have been an important building. There's at least a dozen corridors. Well, this one's as good as any. Let's see what's down here.
Synodry, where are you?
We're just entering a large room. Seems to have rows and rows of machines.
What kind of machines?
I'd guess some sort of information retrieval system.
They are old-style computers. We have seen these on other worlds, used hundreds of centuries ago, but we are amazed at the number of units here.
Commander, look here. These are some sort of magnetic storage disks. There are millions of them. Thousands of millions. Look, as far as the eye can see.
Too bad we don't have time for research. We could learn much from these records. Come on, there's another room beyond this one.
Books. Millions of books. On miles of shelves.
Great library.
There are signs of recent life here. Footprints.
Which way do they lead?
Impossible to tell without knowing how many legs this race has. After all, you have 20 yourself when you feel like using them.
Bipeds.
What?
They were bipeds, with only 2 arms, according to the photographs in this book. They seem to have managed well in spite of that handicap. This is what they look like. Only 2 eyes as well. We are amused.
Look at this aisle. Someone has knocked over books and a whole row of them are missing. Someone must have hastily tried to save them, probably at the last minute. That could mean a refuge nearby.
That may be, Other King, but the refuge could be anywhere on the planet. And we have less than 2 hours left. We can't waste any more time here. Let's go.
We are taking a few of these books back. We think they may be useful to our scientists, if we can translate them.
Commander, what do you make of this?
Looks like some kind of office. It's a mess. What's that sound?
It's wind blowing through the broken window.
This is wrecked. The furniture's all smashed. Do you think an animal could have done this? Do you think it could have got in?
No animal did this. In fact, the explanation is very simple.
Would you care to enlighten us?
Suppose you had been working all your life in this room, dealing with endless paperwork year after year, and suddenly you are told that you will never see any of it again, ever, and that your work is done, and that you can leave it. Everything is suddenly finished and no one cares. How would you make your exit, Synodry?
Well, I suppose I'd just tidy up and leave.
I'm quite sure you would. But some individuals have a different psychology. I think I should have liked that creature that used this room.
Synodry, come in.
This is Synodry.
We're losing time. Get back to the ship and let's move on.
We're on our way. Let's go.
We have given this building some thought, Synodry, and we believe that this was a great storehouse of information on the inhabitants of this planet.
What sort of information, Palador?
Births, deaths, laws, philosophy. If we were allowed to collect some of the
Wait
books...
a minute. Look at this passageway.
It slopes down. Must go down to a lower floor.
No, deeper than that. It leads down into the ground.
Tunnel leading into the depths of the earth. Of course. It's where everyone is. Torkely, come in.
What is it?
Fix in on our present location and bring the ship directly overhead. We found a large passageway, and we may need you to blast your way through to find us if we lose our way. We're checking it out now.
I hope you're right.
Let's go.
This passageway was built for a speedy descent. There are no steps to stumble over.
We notice that the architectural styling is also quite different from the rest of the building. As if beings of great importance used this tunnel.
Maybe right.
This is where it stops. We're in some sort of cylinder.
It's lined with chairs like this. Look how thickly they're padded.
It's all rather ornate looking, beyond merely functional. Palador, what do you think this is?
The door. It won't open.
That's the only way out. Whoever they were, they knew how to build automatic machinery.
Welcome. Choose your stations, please, and be seated.
We think it would be best to be seated.
Look over here. A map and a series of buttons. Do you think...
Don't touch them! Don't touch anything. If we leave the controls alone, the door may open again.
We think not, Synodry. We notice a definite vibration increasing. We are moving very rapidly now.
Palador's right. We are moving.
Can't be moving. We don't have time for this. The main ship leaves the solar system in less than 20 minutes.
Synodry, come in.
Torkely, listen very carefully. We're trapped in some sort of cylinder that appears to be moving away from the city. We're not sure how to stop it.
I know that. I've been monitoring you. I'm already flying above you, matching your speed and direction. You may not know it, but you're traveling at nearly 1,000 miles an hour.
That fact is amazing, considering we are experiencing very little noise or mechanical vibration.
Listen to me. There is very little time left.
What do you propose? There's no telling what will happen if we try to operate the controls.
Synodry, you're approaching the coast. You've got to try and stop the machine before you go out under the ocean. That's your only hope of rescue.
I hear you.
Synodry, listen. We're trapped. We can't get out. And in a few minutes, the sun will turn every ounce of matter in this solar system into vapor. The only hope we possibly have is to stop this machine right now.
Alakane states the facts correctly, Sinadri.
All right. I'm going to press one of these buttons. We have no other choice.
That seems appropriate. Which one?
I don't know.
Sinadri, hurry, please!
I'm pressing this one. There.
Nothing happened.
You've just passed underneath the city and are heading out to sea. There cannot possibly be another stop for nearly 1,000 miles. I'm sorry.
But there must be a way.
Sinadri, there is no hope now. None.
Not since the days when the Earth was born had there been a scene as terrifying as this. Mountains of water raced before the storm, which now reached unheard-of velocities. The air was full of flying debris of all kinds. Trees, fragments of houses, sheet metal, anything that was not anchored to the ground. And ever and again, even the roar of the wind was drowned as the vast water mountains met head-on with a crash that seemed to shake the sky. Yet, far beneath the bed of the ocean, the vacuum subway that had once belonged to the world president sped along, unaffected by the destruction above.
Sinadri, we perceive that you and Alakane are making certain arrangements concerning your anticipated destruction. That will probably be unnecessary.
What?
Captain Alvaron in the main ship hopes to rescue us, if we can stop this machine when we reach land again.
How do you know that?
We are also on the main ship.
Of course. He's in constant touch with the other Paladorians on the S9000. He knows their every thought just as they know his.
But there's no time. Alvaron would never take such a risk.
There will be no risk. We have told him what to do. It is really very simple.
Sinadri, this is Alvaron. Torkely and the probe have returned to the main ship, but we are staying on this planet until the detonation wave from the sun reaches it. So we may be able to rescue you.
How can you do that?
It depends on you stopping that machine when you reach the first city on the coast. If you can, our engineers can blast through the rock and sink a shaft to get you out.
But if the sun explodes...
Our main engines go on automatically at the first sign of detonation. There's no time to explain. Just stop that machine. You're just about to the city.
The captain is right, Sinadri. We have given this our combined thought, and our logic is flawless.
Push the button, Sinadri. We have nothing to lose now.
Alvaron, I'm pushing the second button now.
That did it! We're stopping!
Thank you. Please exit to the right.
Quick, let's get out of here.
Now which way? It's a long tunnel.
We believe there is no need to find an exit, Alakane.
Stay where you are. We're going to blast through.
Everybody against the machine. Here they come!
Look at that! A shaft straight up to the surface.
There must be 100-mile-an-hour wind up there.
Sinadri, this is Torkely.
I hear you.
I'm on my way to get you. You'll be safe in the main ship in 5 minutes. Hang on.
Sinadri, Alakane, Palador, welcome back. I'm glad to see Commander Torkely got you back in time.
But our rescue attempts failed.
We did what we could, Sinadri. No one else could have possibly gotten here in time.
What of Orestron's team?
They found nothing. Only an abandoned communication station.
Switch on the main viewer. We're very close to detonation. Give me a view of the planet's surface.
Look at that. The ocean is covering the land masses.
What's that light? It's night on this side of the planet.
The moon is reflecting the sun. Our main drive is kicked on. We're at light speed. Give us a view of the sun. There it goes. Come in.
Captain, engineering reports there's no possibility of repairing the engines. And it'll be 3 weeks before a rescue ship can reach us. I'm afraid this ship's done for. Captain?
Sorry, Rugan. I was just thinking about the world that perished. A few days ago, we were the rescuers, going to aid a race that now no longer exists. I wonder what they were like in their glory. Were the cities thronging with life? Could they have offered much to the universe? Oh, if only we could have made contact. Well, are we steady on the new course?
Yes. We've been directly following the transmissions from the planet for 2 days now.
Good.
We've been viewing the images from over 100 cameras. They had them set up in a panorama to show the moment of destruction. Here, I'll show you what we've decoded. This is a view of the city Torquely explored just moments before the wave from their sun hit it.
Fascinating.
Now watch. Watch. Here comes the wave.
Yes.
And, of course, the transmission ends at this point.
Along with their planet.
Alvaron, someone went to a lot of trouble to set up those cameras and the relay station. I just can't believe they turned on their cameras and just crawled into a cave somewhere to die.
Rugan, this is Control.
What is it?
We're picking up something on our long-range scanners. You'd better have a look.
Put it on the viewer in here.
What do you make of it?
Difficult to say. It looks like a distant nebula.
Perhaps.
Control, this is Rugan. Extreme magnification.
A dense starfield?
Those are not stars, Alvaron. Those are rockets. Thousands of them. This is the race that has known radio for only 2 centuries. The race that we believed had crept away to die in the heart of its planet. That is the greatest fleet of which there has ever been a record.
Thousands of ships with rocket engines.
Yes, and each ship larger than our own.
They dare to use primitive rockets to bridge interstellar space.
Precisely. It would have taken them centuries to reach the nearest star. The whole race must have embarked on this journey in the hope that its descendants would complete it generations later. Could we have done so much in so short a time? All this from the youngest civilization in the universe.
They're going to have quite a surprise when I send Torquely to meet them. I suspect it will be a blow to their pride. It's funny how all isolated races think they're the only people in the universe.
Well, once the rescue ship gets here, we'll be saving them a good many centuries of travel.
Something tells me they'll be very determined people. We'd better be polite to them. After all, we only outnumber them about 1,000 million to 1.
At least. I wonder what they'll accomplish in 1,000,000 years.
I wonder what they'll accomplish in 20 years.
Welcome to the world of the Omni audio experience. Relax. Get comfortable. Enjoy the music and prepare yourself for an audio journey to the outer reaches of the imagination.
Oh, what a day. I couldn't wait to get home to listen to this new tape. I've thought about this all day. Now, let's see now. Now, where's the machine? Oh. Okay, now I'll get comfortable here. A deep theta sleep. This should be interesting. I've always had very vivid dreams. Deep sleep. Deep sleep. Deep sleep.
Andromeda's here.
Oh, you scared me. Who are you? Wait a minute. Don't I know you?
You have requested a visit to advanced realities. I am Andromeda's, your guide.
Advanced realities? Can we really do that? Where am I?
Let me show you what you can do.
What's happening?
You are entering the Nexus.
The what?
I must warn you, here no one is responsible for what happens except you. You must control your thoughts or you will be out of control. Your thoughts have the power of instant manifestation.
What's that sound I hear? What is it?
You are in the Nexus, where all realities merge.
But it's moving so fast. The colors, the patterns.
These are your thoughts, your dreams.
It's all so beautiful.
But it is not organized. Focus your consciousness on that point of light. See?
Yes.
If you can focus your thoughts, you will experience another reality.
I'm trying.
Focus on the light. Let yourself go. You must let go.
I am. Andromedas! What's happening? Where am I going? Andromedas, where am I? I can't believe it. What was that?
I warned you to control your thoughts. They are powerful here.
No kidding.
You must clear your mind. Focus your thoughts.
Focus them on what?
On Senlor. It is the next reality. Think about Senlor, and we will proceed there.
Senlor. Senlor.
Welcome to Senlor.
We have been awaiting your arrival.
Who are you?
I am Trina, your teacher here.
My teacher?
Yes. In order to survive this reality, you must be taught safe.
But...
Let me explain. Our reality is not like yours. To exist here, a reality transfer must take place. It is a learning process for your benefit.
This is getting stranger and stranger.
Remember, it is what you asked for.
All right. How does this reality transfer take place?
You can be taught safe by a process called linear immersion. The knowledge of our reality is stored in these crystals, and this information is transferred step by step into your consciousness.
I see. How long does this linear immersion take?
It is time-consuming. But there is a faster way.
How?
You may learn more completely through communion with my own consciousness. This is the accelerated learning process. Every point of my consciousness becomes one with yours, and you will learn all that I know. Our minds will merge into one reality.
That sounds dangerous. I don't know.
You have requested this visit. You must be taught safe in order to proceed. What is your choice?
I want the faster way. The communion.
Very good.
Well, what do I do? How do we begin?
You must know what it is to learn all and be all there is.
To learn all? Is that even possible?
It is eventually. Now say these words. Wisdom transcends knowledge.
Wisdom transcends knowledge.
I can know all and be all that there is.
I can know all and be all that there is.
Love is that which permeates the universe.
Love is that which permeates the universe.
Is now one. You have been taught safe. You and I will be in communication over time and space by our transference of thought.
Always?
Always. You may now explore Senlor in safety. Go and explore this reality.
You are creating your own prison, you know.
What? Who are you?
I am Andrian, an alien like yourself.
What are you doing here?
Like you, I am learning, being taught safe, but not by communion. My knowledge is coming slowly through the crystals.
What did you mean about creating a prison?
Simple. The more you learn of this reality, the more impossible it is for you to ever leave. You can only leave Senlor by one way.
What way is that?
By transcending your new knowledge through wisdom. Focusing that wisdom is the only means of leaving here.
If you know this, then why are you still here?
My focused wisdom is too weak. I cannot transcend what I've been taught. But if we focus as one, it might be enough for us to escape. Will you help me?
Wait. Listen to me.
Trina? Is that you?
Yes. You must know if you leave Senlor and return to your reality, it could be harmful.
What do you mean, harmful?
Leaving this reality with my imprint in your mind could be dangerous to you. But if that is your desire, I will not interfere.
Don't listen to her. She wants to keep you a prisoner like herself. But she can't escape, but we can. Focus your wisdom with mine.
But what will happen to Trina?
The time is now. Focus your wisdom. Do it, or we will be trapped forever.
But there is still so much to explore and learn.
Concentrate.
Wait.
Concentrate. Focus your wisdom. Focus your wisdom. We're out. We made it.
Andrian? Where are you? Andrian?
I'm going home. You must focus on the light to return home. Focus on the light. Focus on the light.
Open your eyes and come back into the room.
What? Oh, I'm back. I made it. Oh, was it a dream? I can feel the blood flowing through my body. I'm the feelings of a leaf on a tree, of a star. I am whatever I choose to be, simply by focusing my thoughts. My body feels one with the universe. And there is someone else.
It is I. You carry my imprint with you, forever.
Would be kind of nice.
To what?
To be able to, hear.
Hear what?
What goes on. Where you think.
Think what?
The little, thoughts. Notions. The whims. The intuition. The vagrancies of your mind. Like you think a thought. Then you think that the thought that you're thinking
What about it?
will never end.
Think of eternal thought. Think of thought.
That it goes on and on and on.
It's pretty thoughtful, really.
This thought that you're thinking.
Yeah, I guess.
And then you rethink the thought you were thinking.
Yeah, go ahead.
With other thoughts that you're thinking.
Multiple thinking.
You amend your thinking.
Now, I used to think that the thinking that you're thinking never stops, but
Fixation.
I'm not so sure anymore, you know?
Safety glass nerve.
I mean, you think of something and you think about it, you know?
Tongue of steel.
But
Slightly coated.
maybe after you're gone, thoughts are gone too.
Friendly on the outside.
I mean, your thoughts. Maybe there is a thought that
Deadly on the inside.
kind of a Jungian collective unconscious thought.
No problem too small to step on.
A thought that we all share in, a kind of a your thought is my thought.
Yeah, a sort of success catechism.
His thought is her thought.
What do you think success is?
Who, me? Oh, I don't know.
I had an idea that nothing fails like success.
I had a similar thought.
You see someone who builds up an empire of their own.
That nothing succeeds like failure.
A few years later,
What happened?
they're totally unknown.
That's life.
Such a handful of people are remembered.
Yeah? Like who?
Some people have a vested interest in being remembered.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, John.
Maybe that's what immortality is to them.
To be remembered.
Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue
Hi, Chris.
way back in 1492.
That's a year to remember.
He's remembered. But Sam Schwartz, who had the dry cleaning establishment,
Oh, I remember him, yeah.
been gone now for 13 years.
Little guy, sort of pot-belly, yeah.
No remembrance.
Yeah,
Or Frank Nichols,
Frank Nichols, yeah.
who had the little saloon
Yeah, the snowdrop.
with the statue,
I remember.
the white statue of a maiden, and Otis, the bartender.
And the funny jukebox, yeah.
I heard he shot himself.
They had Ramona on there. Nelson Eddy.
No one remembers.
I remember.
sank into the immense design of things. Fame is so fleeting.
And so's fortune.
Fame is so fleeting.
The Omni Audio Experience 2 was produced by Bonneville Media Communications in collaboration with Omni Publications International Limited. Rescue Party was written by Arthur C. Clarke. Sleepscape was written by Innovations Consulting Incorporated. Music was composed and arranged by Greg Hansen. The audio adaptation, sound design, direction and production were by Michael McDonough in conjunction with Bonneville Media Communication. Recording engineer was Ryan Purcell. Special segments by Ken Nordine were written and produced by the Ken Nordine Group. Engineering was by Larry Haslam. Executive producers were Kobe Regier, Kurt Herman, and Peggy Rankin. Unauthorized duplication of this tape is in violation of applicable federal law. This is Percy Rodriguez speaking.